What's going on, guys? Ollie here, and welcome back to another video. So to be completely honest, I'm not going to do a lot of explaining. We're just going to go into qualifying. This is my very first sprint race qualifying, and then I'm going to set the scene.
P3, you've just done a 13.2. P7.
Sprint race. I said sprint race, but there you go. There's qualifying. So, yes, I have never done any racing in general. I've been sim racing for about 6 or 7 years. Some kids will be out in the boats their entire life or yada, yada, yada. But my passion's always been racing and sim racing. So I've always had a cheaper wheel, not as awesome as I got now in my hand, and been doing it for a long time, and everything feels very natural when you sim race. Something that doesn't feel very natural is sliding on a clay track sideways and racing. Something that didn't feel anything familiar than anything I've ever done before. I have been exploring other motorsports to try and expand the interest in my sim racing, expand the interest in my general motorsport interests as well. So I've got myself into NASCAR. I do watch the NASCAR Cup races, and I watched my first truck race when Cam Waters entered just a few weeks ago. And with this new obsession of mine to try and learn about even more motorsports than I already like, with my favourite kind of being the GT cars and the supercars generally being my top two, with Formula 1 being up there as well. Obviously, I haven't missed a Formula 1 race in 3-4 years. That something I'd only barely watched a little bit of to just kind of understand the bare minimum was sprint cars. And yeah, I saw this pop up, and I have to kind of explain why I even did this in the first place. For some people, iRacing is a way to switch off. But for me, it's a way to switch on. I love being involved in the stress of driving and keeping your car out of the wall, and the emotion that comes with sim racing. I don't have the skill to do it in real life, nor the backing or anything to do it in real life at all. So you got to do it on the sim. So every single time I drive, I try and improve myself. I'm very competitive with myself. So doing races that I don't really know how to do is something I don't really do much of, because I want to keep my head focused on, well, mainly Porsche Cup and GT3 cars is what I normally like to drive. But this week's races have been challenging, to say the least. I haven't really liked any of the ones that I have full access to, and the ones you've kind of got to buy a car or a track. And yeah, once you start doing a lot of that, iRacing adds up very quickly. So I did about 45 minutes of practice, and I did a 12.2, which was a very nice lap time for myself, and was very competitive in the practice session. But you're going to see a lot of these videos coming out over the next few weeks or whatever, because I'm going to be doing a bit of a series. It's complete now. I know the result, and I know what I've managed to achieve, what I haven't. But yeah, a bit of fun, to say the least. Sprint car racing. But yeah, my very first time doing it, and not a lot of practice. And yeah, I just couldn't get my qualifying pace down right. And once I did the race, I noticed how I was correcting a lot through the corner. And obviously, I kind of understand how to go fast, but I can't execute at all. So I'm hoping that there's some sprint car gurus in the comments section that will be willing to help me a little bit. Critique me all the way. That's all I want. There's some critiquing, but politely, please. I want to know how to go faster in a sprint car, just out of curiosity. So anyway, been a lot of fun. This day, it's been a very long day full of sprint cars, but this is the very first race, and I hope you guys enjoy. Why did no one tell me about sprint cars earlier? Move! Go! So we're right in the spot I didn't really want to be in. Oh, it was already crashing. Now, will we survive this race? I don't know. Will this be one video with one race, or will this be a video with multiple races? Gonna go green on the exit of this corner.
All right, Ollie, get ready.
And he's jumped. Well, no, he hasn't.
Green, green, green. Car down low. Clear inside.
Yeah, don't want to be running it too low.
P9.
Oh, crashing.
Outside. Clear
I'm
outside.
Dead. I'm dead.
P5.
No. Catch it. Okay, we caught it. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I just caused a death. Oh, dear. I think it's all good. I just lost it. My eyes kind of...
That's a new fastest lap for Gordon, 13.1. Your last lap time was at 14.3.
Tyres. A lot of opposite lock. Wow.
The leader has just done a 13.2.
Just not great times. So the aim is to try and get out of rookies.
The guy ahead has just done a 13.3. The gap to Richard ahead is now 2.0.
On your Rich. Now my very first
P5.
time ever touching these cars. Yeah, I caused an incident.
New fastest lap for Gordon, 12.9. You've just done a 13.6.
You know what I mean? I wanted it, but that's my fault. This is not the racing in terms of how the car feels, in terms of what
the
I've
guy
been
behind
practicing
has
with.
just done a 13.3.
So they're rejoining the field now. So a bit of traffic for the faster guys behind.
P4.
Someone died.
The gap to Perry behind is now 1.8.
This does hurt.
The guy ahead's lap time is a 13.1. The guy behind has just done a 13.1.
I'll just try and concentrate. Obviously, want to keep it entertaining for you guys, but good racing is often what keeps things entertaining. A lot of opposite lock. I don't know if this is just how this track evolution kind of folds with the dirt, but yeah, trying to run it low and then on the exit. Yeah.
Gordon is now leading. P4.
Whoa! And there's a big splodge in the middle of the screen.
P2. That last lap was a 13 point outside. You're clear outside.
This opposite lock is ridiculous. I'm sorry to any murders.
Okay, Ollie, you're halfway home. Your fuel is fine. The gap to Richard ahead is now 1.4 seconds. Your lap time was at 13.8. The gap to Perry, car high.
Whoa.
Clear high.
Don't die, don't die.
That was a 13.7. Car outside. Clear high.
A lot of opposite lock.
That lap time was 13.7.
Gotta keep running it low. Right down.
P2. That was a 13.5.
Car stopped down low apparently, according to iRacing. A lot of traffic. This could be where we die. Try not to.
The gap to Richard in front is now 2.0. Car down low. Clear low. Inside. Inside car low. Clear low. P3.
Yeah, I had to leave the door open. Oh my god, I thought I was dead. Whew. I don't want to touch him. Didn't. Whew. Had to lift out of it. Man, this is fun, but very stressful. Whoa. Had a massive moment there. This FedEx thing got to get out of the way, but it is P4, so I'm dying. Oh, it'll get me here. I'll leave
you need to push if we're going to hold this position. Clear inside.
I'm sorry, Jim. I'm struggling. Fuck off.
P4.
You just parked today.
Got car high. Clear high. 2 laps left. That lap time was 13.6.
I'm going to race for it. I'm sorry. If I die, I'm sorry, but this is a podium. Come on. This car's a handful at the minute. Ah!
P4. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Oh, that was a good race. That was a really good race. I don't know if I could have done much more, but a nice little gain there on the iRacing. Hopefully it's a little bit more than what it is, but 40 currently saying on the race labs. That was a very, very fun race, but obviously we had to go back and dissect what happened. I just kind of watched the start, so I kind of went back off the start. These guys kind of all over the place, up a little spot there. And we'll just kind of fast forward a little bit. There it is. So, oh, okay. Yep, that feels clear to me, actually. Look, I don't know. I came across. The move was from a long way back. I'm alongside him. So in my rules, which is obviously road racing, which is, Porsche Cup and GT3, you're alongside the person. It's a long way back, I know, but it's, for a heavy spot. I obviously came across him, but I think you should lift out, shouldn't you? I don't know. I have no idea, but that was really the only bit of controversy I got myself into, but the car was very opposite lock. Wow. So, yeah, I think that was a fantastic welcoming to sprint car. If you haven't ever raced sprint cars on iRacing or watched it in real life or gone to an event or whatever, I haven't. I've only raced them on iRacing and watched little bits of events here and there. Yeah, a lot of fun. I actually found a little bit more of an interest from sprint cars after watching the Hailie Deegan vlog that was posted probably a few weeks ago at this point. So, that's always interesting. It's always great racing over there in America. There's so much different stuff you can do as an Xfinity driver or as a Cup driver or as whatever. Just when you get in that world, you can keep doing lots of different things, and you can do it on the sim as well. In Australia, we kind of don't get that, but we kind of do it at the same time. Once you kind of get yourself on the supercar support grid, you can kind of make your way up to the ranks if you dare to do it. But in America, it's completely different. So many different opportunities. You can put yourself in a sprint car and race Xfinity and a few days later if you really wanted to, and that's exactly what Hailie Deegan did, and that's what got me kind of interested even more now, talking about this a little bit. So, I want some advice on how to drive the sprint car, but to be completely honest, I really don't know what I was doing. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Come back next time for more. I'll see you then. Goodbye.
We're the pride of South Australia, and we're known as the Adelaide Crows. We're courageous, stronger, faster, and respected by our